So let me guess a little something. You guys have been playing Minecraft for a couple days, and you realized a couple minutes ago that you need to make. Never mind the dead fish over there. That you need to make a fish tank for the axolotls or fishes that you want in the next update or now. So if you want to know how to make axolotl or fish tanks, I've got stuff for you because I'm going to show you right now. So as you see, we're going to walk up to the first tank, which you guys saw in the background right here. We have the fish life tank. Some of these things are for fishes and some of these things are for axolotls, but who cares, because you can put any fish or animal in a tank anyway, really. So here, but it has to be special so they don't die. Here I have a special tank for some fish, like a little thing where they can lay down on. I know this works because I've actually seen the blue and black one get on there. It wasn't supposed to be for that. It was actually for them to go under. They haven't gone under, but what they have done is they've been going on top of it and they're lying there. So yeah, and here, as you see, there's slabs and stairs. There's fish here. They're swimming around, having conversations, and here we have this little tubey thing that comes here all the way to here. It doesn't connect to this tank, but it connects from here. So as you see, we have this cool tank with this cool stone-ish, monumentish kind of roof. And when you enter, there's this area, and then there's this place where you could just swim in. And let's just enter. This is really a tank for basically any animal of your choice that swims and likes. As you see, we have some squids. We have some fish. We have a little place where you could where you could pass through and change your position from where you are. As you see, we were right there, and now we're going all the way back to right over here, kind of basically right in front of it, but who cares? As you see here, it's a bit of a mess. I did have to use some barrier blocks, sorry guys, but it's worth for the fish. So some of these use barrier blocks which you can't get in survival mode, so I'm very sorry. But you don't need the barrier blocks to do it, because anyway, you could just still they would breed anyway. I just put in the sand to make some little cavies for the fishes, squids, and axolotls. As you know, axolotls will live in caves. And which caves, you ask? Obviously, the lush caves. Let me make it weather clear. Boom. Go. It's great to be an Apple user, aka Samsung, because this is a Samsung. Sorry about that music you just heard. But the next one is right here. This is kind of like a circle of life based one. Just let me make it daytime. As you see, there's a little bit of ores inside to make some decorations. As you see, there's some cod. There's some of that fish. There were some salmon, and there's still some salmon. And yeah, it's like the circle of life. They're all having fun. Birds here. I actually spawned the birds on that tree. And you guys might be wondering, what's in? You guys might be wondering how I made this tree. Yeah, I just spammed a bunch of blocks like you thought. And there, you didn't know this, but there are secret ways to get in this tree. So, as you see, there's a bit of holes showing. And if you want to know, there's a bit of holes showing water in this tree because it's pretty old. It's grown on a bunch of stuff. This hole was an accident, sorry guys, but that's a way you could get in. Or you could come here and go through the hole that's right over here. And what you see is a little cage with a little old fish here with this little old kelpie thing to feed on. And not just that, but you could also put axolotls in this tank as what you could have done. You could actually put axolotls here. Why do I have to say that a bunch of times? I don't know. But you actually seriously could put axolotls here. And I would recommend actually doing that, because the axolotls would look nice in this type of environment. Because axolotls, as we know, live in caves. And as you see, the biome I just did for where the fish, as you just saw, were living in a cave-based thing. In a cave-based biome-ish thing I just made was cave-based. So having a tree where an axolotl would be hiding in from the torture, which is fish, aka their food, where they used to live in, is now stuck in this tree. Very genius, if you ask me.
Toilet.
So why do you even say that? But yeah, these are some good tanks. No other tanks, but these are nice tanks. So, if you guys didn't know, these are very nice tanks I actually made. So here, this is a nice tank. It's kind of like a cave-ish thing with birds and circle of life. And then there's this old tree-ish kind of thing. Then you could enter and stuff. And in the water, you could do in the water. I actually did this, but somehow it got destroyed somehow. I don't know how. You could like make it so like it looks like the water has been, as you see, we could make it so it's like this, like that, and then you could make it so it's like wet, like the logs have turned wettish. The logs have turned wet and have scattered around the place. Like the logs have turned wettish, and they've been going around the caves, and they've been rooting the place a lot. And you could take these pieces of wood to make them look like these are older pieces of wood, like to make it look like, so it's older pieces of wood around this thing, to make it look like this axolotl has been here for decades with these fishes who've taken over a couple years ago. Makes it look pretty cool. It's a cool house design, by the way, guys. I would actually do this in my house if I could, in real life probably, and in the game. But the axolotls are not added in the game yet, so we can't actually do that. As you see, we're just going to cover this stuff up, kind of with a little bit wetter and a little bit drier pieces of wood. There we go. It kind of looks like the circle of life-ish kind of thing. All you got to do is spawn a bunch of animals, and you have this basically circle of life. The parrots everywhere near the trees, fishes in the waters, and horses in the grass, with a secret dragon hiding from the daylight of life in trees. In the oldest living thing on this planet, trees. Trees have been around for years and decades, and one has been made thousands of years ago, with none other than the secret axolotl. There's no axolotl in here right now, but there will be soon when the axolotls are added to Minecraft. I could hide in here. And yes, I'm going to be thinking of some more axolotl tanks, like tactics, and homes that you guys could make. And I also did make this tiny little one for fishes. I did say some were for fish and some were for axolotls. So here's one only for fish. They could swim around. You could put an axolotl here. I wouldn't be lying to you. You could put one. But they would get stuck here and dry up, so I wouldn't recommend doing this for an axolotl. And 2 fish will also die. So I'd recommend you guys make this a bit deeper and you only make this for fish and creatures that wouldn't escape, because the fishes would just immediately die. Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend making tanks like that, but if you made it a bit higher and decorated, they wouldn't be able to escape because of the decorations blocking. But yeah, if that fish died and you have some backup fish, remember to have some backup fish. But I wouldn't do that, like a fish dies, you just replace it. I wouldn't do that. I actually have some fish in real life, so when my fish die, I'm very sad. Even though it's in a game. And is this a glitch? I had a glitch happen once in this game, where one of the fish from here flew and was stuck here dying, and I was about to start filming until it died, and I never was able to film that fish. Is that the same fish? That's the same kind of fish that was here a couple hours ago. That is a very weird thing that happened. So yeah, these are pretty good tanks for fish or squid, whatever the heck you're going to capture. And yeah, we're going to end this video with some fireballs. Fireball, fireball, fireball. It's gotten freaking night. Oh my god, why does it have to rain? Time saps don't make the change. Boom, and then you just immediately start turning apart. So we're gonna end this video by spawning a bunch of parrots in. Are you guys ready for me to spawn a bunch of parrots and then later do the outro then? Guys, I'm gonna spawn a bunch of parrots on camera, and now I'm gonna not. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you see, the parrots like it, the fish like it, and everything else like it. What the? Because that's a glitched bird? See, it was just changing color. Yeah, I caught you. I caught that happen, guys. Some glitches. Now the birds are running away for the outro. You're gonna click off the video. But guys, I want you guys to subscribe. See that green bird? Yeah, he's the like button. He already liked this. See that blue bird behind me? He's the like button. He already clicked us. Already clicked the like button. See that green bird? Yeah, he's the subscribe button. No, he is the bell button. You already clicked him. He already clicked that. And that gray one, he's the subscribe button. And did you guys click the like, subscribe, and ring the bell? You guys did it, did you? So I want you guys to right now, because this was a really cool video. It was fun to make, and yeah, a bunch of these birds are just waiting for you guys to subscribe and ring the bell. Look at my parrots; they're just following the camera, flying a drone, and they're following you. Whoa, whoa.